Well, there's no denying it any longer. It's time to say not goodbye, but see you later to our dear friend, Evening's Angela Poe Russell. Today is her last day at King 5.
I know, I can't believe it.
Remind me how long you've been at King.
Wow, I started freelancing here in 2016 and then was part of launching Take 5. I think we debuted in 2018.
I'll never forget the first day I met you. And I was like so impressed and awed, intimidated. You're so kind, you hold yourself so beautifully, and you were just, I was sitting in on a meeting. I think you came into the morning meeting, and just the things you said, I'm like, wow, man, this lady is cool. You arrived here, though, when you came here. You were an accomplished news anchor.
Right. I had left anchoring the news in 2014 and to focus more on my writing and being with my kids who were really young at the time. And when I look back at everything that's transpired, I mean, what a great decision. I tell my husband all the time, like, what would have happened if I would have never listened to that thing in me? I remember anchoring the news, and I couldn't breathe. I literally could not breathe towards the end because I felt like there was something else I needed to do, and I didn't have all the details filled in, but I just knew it was time. And so I think, wow, if I would have not said yes to that feeling, I would have missed out on all of these amazing things that happened. I mean, it's crazy.
And you really have done amazing things. And when you left local news, you came to tell news in a different way.
Yes.
You mentioned Take 5. Tell us, for anyone who may not remember, tell us the premise of what Take 5 was. And you did something on Take 5 called The Deep Dive.
Yeah.
You took ownership of that.
Right, exactly. The premise of Take 5 was the idea that news was more than what we were seeing on television at the time. At the time, everything was like, if it bleeds, it leads. And it's like, there's also some good happening in our community as well, and that should be news, and it should be high priority. So at Take 5, we didn't run away from the breaking news or the crime, but we also celebrated other things. And so I'm really proud of that. And what's funny is, that's normalized now.
Yes.
I mean, now you hear every TV station talking about it, but at the time in 2017, that wasn't the narrative. And so you see Chris Cashman there, Jordan, who's now at the Weather Channel, Michelle, who's in St. Louis, I believe. And the Deep Dive was a segment, it's like everything was about just headlines at the time, and wanting to know what was driving this story, what was the history behind it, just giving us some more details. So this was about women and technology, and we just were able to shed a lot of light on why it's been a struggle getting more women into the field. So it's been, and it was actually the story that led to a Gracie Award, one of them. So that was amazing. Cool. Yeah.
I remember walking by you when you would do those monologues in front of the brick wall, and I remember she would be going, and there was no prompter.
There was prompter.
Oh, there was
prompter. I wrote it because here's the thing. I do think that words matter, and we have to be careful with our words.
Yes,
and while you and
do.
I are not on prompter now, I think when you're giving a commentary, it's really important to choose your words carefully.
And just so you all know out there, we write the things when we give these when we give these speeches. We write them. But you can't remember all these things all the time. I loved what you did on Take 5, but when you went over to Evening, it seemed like such a natural fit. What were your takeaways from Evening?
Oh gosh, and I have to be honest, when I first started, I was scared because I was leaving the news realm, right? I was going over to this side. But man, what I have learned is something so powerful, that there is more than one way to bring light into the world. And thank God we have our investigators, Chris Ingalls, and we have Susanna and other folks in the team, all behind the scenes as well. And because they're shining a light on the things that people are doing wrong, the things that people are trying to hide. And it's important. But there's also something to be said for shining a light on the good in this world. And so at Evening, every night, especially during the pandemic, we were showcasing, heroes. We were showcasing people who are doing amazing things. This lady, I got to surprise her with the Best of Western Washington Award.
I love that.
That was a highlight of my time here. Oh, and here was another one.
Was this
This was behind the scenes of The Wiz.
Of The Wiz.
And really being able to showcase what it takes to put on a musical. The people behind the scenes, the producers, one of the actors telling me how he kind of handles all of the moving parts on stage. But yeah, the idea of just shining a light on what's good, I think we need both.
I agree.
Right?
We need that. We need that. Maybe we need to integrate them together more in the future,
And
like
I
you
think
did on
King-
Take 5.
And I think King is doing that.
I
I'm so proud of like where we are as a company, really, in terms of
Yeah.
our content. And I just things have changed so much since Take 5 began. I think more people are catching on to like, I don't want to be scared all the time. Like I want
exactly. That's like on New Day. We try to mix it. And speaking of New Day, you have co-hosted with me a few times. Even before I was named the host, you sat in this host chair. It was always such a gift to have you with me.
Thank you.
But I wanted to, the few times we co-hosted together, do you remember a couple Halloweens ago when you let me read your tarot cards?
I do, and I'm freaking out about it.
Okay, let's check this out.
Okay,
Whatever
I'm
you
gonna go with
feel,
this
pick
one.
the card.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that one, and let's see, and that one.
Okay.
Okay.
This is just a
am I allowed
three-card
to
spread.
look?
Yeah. So now turn them over.
Okay.
Ooh.
This is my birthstone.
It is.
Yes, I pulled my birthstone.
Oh,
How
my
weird
goodness.
is that? Okay.
Well, aquamarine is actually, it's interesting that your birthstone, it is the communication card, and it's all about speaking your truth. The Herkimer diamond is an interesting one. It's a clarifying stone. It's for dreams. It's basically helping you put that dream into reality, clarifying what you want and making it become real. And then spirit quartz, I think, is very interesting. It's the music card. So you're supposed to find joy in music. Do you do any music?
Oh yeah, I write music. I've written a musical. Yeah.
You've written a musical?
I know. I need to share it, right?
What?
I know. It's crazy.
So, okay, so what do you think of your spread so far?
I think this is honestly scary. It's
Scary.
so like scary good. It
Wow.
brings tears. It's because I've never. I mean, we were doing that for fun. And
Yes.
It was just kind of one of those like, ooh, what's happening?
I mean, it came like intentions came all over, and I didn't know that you did a musical.
Oh yeah, and that's actually I'm actually working on another one via a commission right now. So the goal is spring of 2024, but anyone in the writing space or producing space, you know that those things could change.
They can
but
take a
right
while.
now it's moving along. I've been working on it for several months, and I'm really excited about it.
And so that's what's on the agenda. That's what you're
Yeah,
doing.
I mean, right now I'm leaning into, I obviously do a lot of writing with evening, but I'm leaning more into the writing and producing space. I think there will be some on-air opportunities, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And where I end up, who knows? I mean, I
Yes.
never imagined I would be at King.
Yeah.
So you just, it's one of those things. My mom used to freak out when I would do these things, and now she's just like, Angela's got it.
Yeah.
I think our boss said it perfect. She said, Angela is always up to something, and that's just up to something.
I love it. Always up to something. Well, we were a little bit up to something because we wanted to give you flowers as a thank you for being such a blossom in our lives.
Thank you.
Angela, y'all, this industry is not easy. It's not, it's fun, and we love what we do when we come to you with smiles, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that's hard, and you know what? You have always been there for me. Always been there for me.
Thank you. And I just want to, we have a few more seconds. I just want to share, thank you for your friendship and for always being so gracious with me on the show. Everyone behind the scenes, I feel like King 5 is the place where I found my voice. I was able to bring my full self to work every day. Natural curly hair, my opinions, my views. And what a blessing. I'm so grateful for that. So thank you, and thank you all of you for watching and for giving me space.
Why don't we have
I love you,
tissues on
Amity.
this set?
I know. I love you.
Oh my God, all right. Well, thank you all for spending time with us today. You
Yeah.
can check our website for more of our content. Send us an email, give us your thoughts, but get out there and enjoy your new day. We'll see you next time.